Shalom, Shalom Israel. This is your brother Yawana coming back at y'all with Lord's will, another edifying lesson. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, honor, and infinite glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakudash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you brothers pushing and teaching His truth across the four winds of this earth. And as always, peace, blessings, and many salutations be to you sincere Akyam wa Akwaf, you brothers along with you few sisters who are giving all diligence in these last days. Right, so through the mercy and grace of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, through His only beloved begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, coming back with another lesson, which I do hope and pray that it's edifying and straight to the point. Okay, now I was just doing some meditating this morning, as I was getting ready to go to the plantation. And, basically, because, something I've been dealing with a lot recently is, we all deal with the demons, right? The doubt demons, the anxiety demons, okay, and also the demon of depression, constantly trying to, play in on your mind and cause you to feel low in the spirit, so on, all different type of negative thoughts about yourself, right, in your mind, about you not being worthy, about you not, you're not going to make it. Like the Lord is not going to deliver you. Okay, we all face, different things in His truth, but we all, deal with demons. Okay, and that's something that, we're going to continue to deal with until the day that we're released from these, to the day that we're released from these bodies. Okay, the flesh, is weak, man. So sometimes those negative thoughts, could weigh real heavy on you, man. On your flesh, you be getting weak. You feel like you don't have any energy. Okay, it can cause you to feel, depressed, man. Feel, real sad and whatnot. And that's something that you're always going to deal with. But something that especially now we have to keep in mind is that everything that's happening in the earth, right, is showing us that we're almost out of here, man. Right, everything that's happening in the earth is showing how close our Lord Yahweh Shai is to making His grand appearance at His second coming. Okay, and having that knowledge, that should comfort you in your mind. Okay, to know that we're not going to suffer forever. We're not going to have to deal with these demons, trying to, ultimately plague us forever, man. Right? Because the demons, can't, be sent upon us unless they were given, permission from the Heavenly Father and the only begotten Son, right? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So these demons, are being sent from the Lord, right? As ultimately a test, right? To see how you react when certain things are brought upon you. And that's how the Lord works. The Lord is always testing us at every waking moment. Okay, so don't see it as the Lord just doesn't care about you or the Lord doesn't love you anymore. It's just the Lord is testing you in the times that we're in now. The Lord is going to do that a lot more. All right, the tests are going to be a lot harder because the Lord is getting us ready for what's to come. Right, to be able to endure the final test, the final exam, known as the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble. Okay, the time when the charagma is made mandatory. Right, so we have to, practice, having the right attitude, while we're catching the hell that we catch, right, and dealing with the things that we deal with, whether it be misfortunes or financial troubles. We have to remember to bear it with the right mentality, okay, that the Lord is with us, man, continuing to pray more, going on a fast, okay, just trying to find, ways that we can ultimately take up on, right, to counterattack these different demons that mess with us, man. Okay, but this is Ecclesiasticus chapter 30 and verse 21. It says, "Give not over thy mind to heaviness, and afflict not thyself in thy own counsel." You see, so don't just give in to those thoughts of, you're not being worthy, or you're not gonna make it, or the Lord doesn't care about you, the Lord doesn't love you, right? Don't give yourself into that, man. You gotta fight. Remember, man, this is a fight. We're in a spiritual ring right now, man. Okay, and when these demons start hitting you and you start getting knocked up against the ropes like, like Rocky, you gotta just continue to bob and weave as much as you can. Put your hands up, push the dude back and keep swinging. Okay, because we're in this for the long haul, man. You gotta remember that the scriptures say, "He that endures to the end, the same shall be saved." Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that word endure, means to fight. Which I would say is a synonym, a similar word that can be used to break down that word, man. You gotta fight. Okay, and we got to fight into the very end, man. See, this match isn't over right until the ref, blows that whistle, which could be likened unto that last trumpet being blown. that's when we're done. That's when the fight is over. But in the meantime, don't just give in to those negative thoughts, man. Right? Those are demons trying to get to you, man. Like Yahweh Shai told Simon Peter in Luke the 22nd chapter. He said Satan has desire to have you, right, and to sift you as wheat. You see? So, and matter of fact, let me get that real quick, because I believe when you go into that word sift, you get the Greek word siniazo, which means inflict evils upon one to the verge of an overthrow. But I believe also another definition goes into inward agitation, right? So again, that just goes to show you that Satan is going to be trying to infiltrate your mind and trying to sow things, trying to plant seeds of all different types of things in your mind to get you to leave the faith, right? To ultimately depart and go back into this world, which when we read the scriptures, it makes mention of how, it's better for you to have not known the way of righteousness than to have known and to turn away from it, man. You see, so it's better for you to have not even known the truth than to have known the truth and turned away from it, man. But let's get this real quick. Here we go. It's Luke chapter 22 and verse 31. And as you see, it's written in the red letters. So that's our Lord Yahweh Shai speaking directly. And he reads, "And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren." You see that? So Yahweh Shai putting Simon on game, like, hey, Satan wants you, man. Satan, because again, Satan has a job to do. His job is to get us to fall out of the faith. You see, his job is to ultimately, get us to, really overthrow ourselves. Okay, but I'm going to go into this word, sift. All right, bear with me. Hope I'm not connected. My headphones count. I'm not connected.
Strong's G 4617
Siniazo, right? Which is a Greek word for that word sift, and it says to sift, shake and sieve, figurative. I can never say that word right. Figuratively, by inward agitation to try one's faith to the verge of overthrow. See that? So that inward agitation in your mind, Satan's going to continue to try to get at you, man. Let's go into this word agitation, right? A state of anxiety or nervous excitement, anxiety, trouble, distress. Okay, now that's what Satan's going to do. He's going to cause you to feel these types of ways, man, and you're going to be sitting here stressing out. You know what I mean? And you be, because we fear the Lord, man. We be fearing the Lord, so those negative thoughts will come in, and that's where that fear has to kick in as well. Like, no, you know what? Even though I did, because sometimes you do make a mistake, and then Satan will see that and he'll capitalize off of that one mistake you made, and that's when them thoughts will get even louder in your head. Okay, but that's when you just got to continue to, ask for forgiveness what you did and just continue to move forward. You can never, just sit here and just wallow and woe is me all day. Okay, because that's going to have you destroy yourself, like it goes on to say, right? But I like in this verse, it says, "And afflict not thyself in thy own counsel." So when you do make mistakes, don't sit there and tell yourself and feed into those thoughts like, man, I'm not going to make it. Damn, I keep making mistakes. How am I ever going to make it? I ain't shit. I don't have a chance. That you got to, the scriptures say death and life is in the power of the tongue. So if you're speaking death unto yourself, that's ultimately what's going to come upon you, man. Okay, but you got to speak positive things. Now, at the same time, it's a balance, because when you are messing up and you're not being diligent, you might be leaning towards being lukewarm. Then you got to get on yourself, man. Okay, you got to cuss yourself out sometimes. Be like, no, okay, come on, come on, brother. We have to do better. Come on, let's, I'm going to read. I'm going to study. I'm going to pray more. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You got to, get on yourself, man. Just like Daniel chastened himself before the Lord. Okay, and that's what we got to do sometimes. But, when you do make mistakes, don't sit there and just, afflict yourself. Okay? Because we all make mistakes, man. We all going to continue to fall short. But we hope that the blood of Yahweh Shai will cover us, right, in that grace, to where, even though we do make mistakes and our righteousness is as filthy rags, we will be accepted, before Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. Right, through that mercy and that grace and that blood, Lord willing, that will, ultimately compass us round about and cover us, man. Verse 22, "The gladness of the heart is the life of man, and the joyfulness of a man prolongeth his days. Love thy own soul and comfort thy heart. Remove sorrow far from thee, for sorrow hath killed many, and there is no profit therein. That's right. Sorrow hath killed many, man. People so sorrowful, they ultimately take their own life. But what does it say in Wisdom of Solomon, the 1st chapter? I believe it says, bring not death upon yourself with the works of your own hands. Okay, or seek not death in the era of your life, nor pull upon yourself destructions with the works of your own hands. So basically, don't kill yourself, man. Okay, and again, it makes sense why right now, a lot of us may be, like it says in 1 Peter, the 1st chapter, though now, if need be, ye are in heaviness through manifold temptations, so we are in that heaviness, in that heavy spirit, dealing with the things that we're dealing with, and, yes, it's hard, okay, but no one said this path was going to be easy. The Lord's, talked about the straight gate. It's a position of difficulty, man. Okay, but what I wanted to really focus on bringing out this verse is not being, so sorrowful, man. Having a better attitude, man. Trying to be more positive in these last days, man. Because the elder preacher R said, if you really understand what's coming, then you shouldn't just be in that woe is me spirit all the time. Roughly paraphrasing what that elder had said in a video a couple weeks back. I wish I remembered it verbatim, but he was saying something along that lines, understanding who we are as a people, man, concerning, your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, which are the Israelites according to the Bible, right? God's chosen people, okay, who very soon the Lord is getting ready to have an abundance of mercy on, man, okay? So like by delivering us, okay, and putting us back in our land and causing us to be a people, in prosperity and peace, and what the Lord say, He would make us an eternal excellency. So, here soon we're going to be able to rest, and we're going to be able to, kick our feet up and be able to enjoy the beautiful creations as far as the animals, man, and all the fruits and vegetables, man, that the Lord has given us and that He causes to grow upon the earth. We're going to be able to enjoy everything that the Lord has created. Okay, but we understand right now we're in hell and we can't enjoy things because we're constantly working, or you got different problems or sicknesses or ailments, all right, or disabilities, so you can't do things that you would like, so we have a lot of problems in this life, okay, and it can cause you to feel sorrowful, it can cause you to feel, depressed, but at the same time, we have to understand, that we are Israelites, and here soon, we're getting ready to, be in a position where we're going to be able to, inhale and exhale without any worry in our mind. Okay, we're getting ready to be, in peace forever, man. For forever and ever and ever. And this is real, man. And like I said, I was meditating on that this morning. Like, yeah, we do complain, and we obviously throw our complaints up to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah. But, as far as when you're catching your hell and dealing with the things that you deal with, your trials, man, bear it with the right attitude, and remember that we all sinned against the Lord. So whatever the Lord does bring upon you, don't sit there and get so upset. Just, what does it say? Be patient when thou art changed to a lower state, and take whatever's brought upon thee cheerfully. And it's easier said than done, but that's something that you got to apply, because the Lord will see you, having, a smile on your face, although you're catching hell. And the Lord was like, oh, okay, cool. Hey, the Lord likes to see things like that, because we understand that no matter what situation we're in, it's gonna work for our good, pursuant to Romans 8:28. Man, all things work together according to good for them that love the Most High. You see that? So even if you are catching hell and suffering, it's ultimately for a positive benefit at the end, Lord willing, you endure that trial, man. Okay, but let me grab this in 2nd Ezra. So we might end it off here. Like I said, this was just a lesson, man, for you Akyam Waf to think about, man, not being so sorrowful and woe is me all the time. Because again, we're all catching hell. Well, I'm catching hell, man. On my some brothers catching it worse than most. That's something to consider as well, man. There's brothers, like that brother, the beloved brother, Daniel Allah, right, who was the prophets in Babylon camp, which he passed away, and pretty recently, maybe like a couple months back. And that was a very beautiful brother, man. Very, well respected, amongst the men, and was a genuine brother, man. And he passed away from, I believe it was I don't want to misquote what it was. I want to say it was cancer or leukemia, But nevertheless, that brother was very sick and very ill for a long time, and he was bearing it, man. And Lord willing, I'll repost a video of him, going into that, you know what I'm saying, just so it can comfort you, because I'll never forget that video, man. That brother was just shedding tears the whole video as he's describing what he's going through, and you would think to yourself, or at least I thought to myself watching the video, I thought I was going through some hell. That brother was going through absolute hell, man. So that's another thing to remember too. There's brothers out there in this truth that are catching it worse than you are, man. Even sisters even. You know what I'm saying? So you always got to just be grateful for what you do have, right? Especially having this truth and understanding what's coming, man. That should comfort you. This is 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 52. It says, "For unto you is paradise opened. The tree of life is planted. The time to come is prepared. Plenteousness is made ready. A city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom." You see that? And when you read 2 Ezra, the 7th chapter, it tells you that there is a city full of all good things, and that city is the kingdom of heaven, which here soon is going to be given into the hands of you sincere Akyam wa Akwaf, man, who endure to the end, right? And continue to stay optimistic and positive in these trials and these tribulations that the Lord has you go through for the building up of your faith. Okay, not sitting here like, fuck, man, here we go again. And sometimes it does happen, man. But you got to sit there and realize that this is all a test, and that it's all to see it's all for the Lord to see your faith. Okay? But again, meditating on the kingdom, it says the root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past. You see that? Sorrows are past. There ain't going to be no more sorrow, man. The prophecy has it in the kingdom concerning us as Israelites. There's not going to be no more sorrow heard from us, but the voice of laughing and laughter and mirth. See, right now we're mourning, man. We're mourning because we want our Lord to come back. We want to be delivered from these bodies. We're tired of seeing wickedness everywhere. We're tired of seeing disorder. We're tired of seeing wrong judgment proceed. We're tired of seeing, this earth being polluted with, chemtrails and GMO. We're tired of all of it, man. But remembering and understanding that the kingdom of heaven is coming and sorrows are past, and in the end to show the treasure of immortality. We're getting ready to be immortals, man. We're getting ready to come into immortality, man, living forever with a perfect body, okay, with a perfect mind. No more spirit versus the flesh. That's going to be a thing of the past. That's going to be something the heathen are going to be battling with, right? Spirit versus the flesh. We're never going to deal with that, man. We're going to be on one accord with Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? We're all going to be on the same, accord. Everything we do is going to be perfect, and it's going to be done in righteousness, man, and with wisdom. You see? So, again, man, just remember, these things are coming, Akyam. Yeah, it's hard now, but it's only going to get harder, but we have to keep our mind, our eyes single, keep staying focused, having that tunnel vision, right? As we're going through these things, remembering that we're coming into a time where the Lord is going to deliver us. And I'm ended off here. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 12 and verse 9. Because as we read in that Sirach, the 30th chapter, it says, "Love thy own soul and comfort thy heart." And what is the Hebrew word for the word heart? It's the Hebrew word la'ab, which means what? Your mind. So, you comfort your mind in these last days. How? Which we're going to read. Salakia. For those of you who watch my videos, man, everything always works until I got to bring it out. But I'll read it right here since it's right here. 1 Maccabees 12 and 9. It says, "Therefore we also, albeit we need none of these things, that we have the holy books of Scripture in our hands to comfort us." Man, we have the Holy Scriptures to comfort our minds and our spirits in these last days, man, as we endure these trials and we go through these sufferings and afflictions which the Lord puts us through, which we're really appointed and destined to go through, man. Okay, we got to bear it with the right mindset, man, because we're not going to be catching hell forever. And it's going to be a beautiful thing to be able to look back, in the kingdom, as far as, because, right now, we're a new book of Acts is being written, right? Concerning, the things that we're going through in our life, especially you men out here pushing and teaching this truth. A new book of Acts is being written, right? A book of remembrance, you see, but it's not going to be a more beautiful thing than to look back, on the things that are written about you going through your hell and dealing with misfortunes and, things that, what average person will crumble to, and you bear it with a smile on your face, giving praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, asking for that strength to overcome it. There's not gonna be nothing more beautiful than that, man. you know, you do better with a smile on your face, and you just keep on pushing, brother. So, again, Lord's will, this lesson was comforting, right? And also exhorting to those of you who tuned in. As always, man, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers. Shalom to you brothers pushing and teaching this truth. Until next time, Lord's will, I say shalom. Stay strong and keep the faith. Shalom.